I'm Shaheen Mazloom, the founder and CEO of Versa Business Systems. I want to start with 4 truths and a lie. Number 1, I was born and raised in England on a horse farm. Number 2, I made over $1 million from January to April of 2020 during COVID. Number 3, I 25x my company already this year by implementing AI into my business. Number 4, I've been featured in Forbes and Yahoo Finance and was named one of the top entrepreneurs to watch out for in 2023 next to people like Damon John and Grant Cardone. Which one was the lie? It was the first one. It was actually a cow farm. Now, if I sold my company today, I could sell it for over $20 million. It sounds crazy, and trust me, it feels just as crazy to say it. What's even crazier is in 3 years, we will be a multi-billion-dollar company. Now, this hasn't always been my reality. I'm an immigrant just like some of you. I moved to this country in 1995 with nothing for my family to chase the American dream. I am finally in the right vehicle to get me to the heights I used to dream about as a kid, right? At 7 years old, when I first moved to this country, I was in Miss Forsberg's 2nd grade class, and they asked us to write down our name, where we're from, and what we want to be when we grow up. Everyone else was writing things down like policeman, fireman, president, football player, right? I wrote a rich businessman at 7 years old. I started my first business shortly after moving to the U.S. We plowed snow in the winter, we raked leaves in the fall, and we cut grass in the summer. I was just 7 years old. Since then, I've owned and ran multiple businesses. Some did okay, most of them failed. Every single failure taught me a lot, especially not to give up, but also know when to move on to something different, right? I also learned a lot from working for other successful companies in the business-to-business space. I learned what to do, what not to do, what I would do differently, right? Over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain how you can achieve exactly what I have and more in a short period of time with the right vehicle, right mindset, and focus. I'll explain how I went from extreme depression, losing everything, not a dollar to my name, being pretty much homeless, a little over 6 years ago, to becoming a millionaire in 3 years. I'm going to give you some tips and advice and hopefully inspire you to get done with this video today and take a chance on yourself. Invest in yourself. Start learning something new every day. I know if I can do it, so can every single one of you. In order to become wildly successfully, you need to have the right vehicle, which required these 4 things. 1, you need something you're passionate about. You need to be able to eat, breathe, and sleep it. Number 2, something that allows you to have a target audience that you can sell a 2nd and 3rd product or service to once you master your first product. Number 3, something that is scalable, right? And last but not least, you need the ability to adapt if something stops working or the market changes, right? Now, some of you may actually want to get a job before starting your business. Some of you may not be ready. If I hadn't worked for 7 different companies in my industry, I would be nowhere near where I am right now today. Now, sure, I could have done okay by learning what to do and what to do. I was able to really start at a much higher level, right? And it really allowed me to succeed right out the gate. I used to be just like some of you. I thought I knew it all and had the world by the balls. The fact is, I didn't even know myself until I was 28 years old. After going through all the failures and heartaches, which is where the real lessons lie, that's what really got me growing, right? The moment I realized I really didn't know anything was when things really started to change for me. Every day for the last 7 years, whether it's taking 5 minutes to read a few pages out of a book, watch a video, I make sure I learn something every single day. Now, a lot of you need a mentor. right? Some of you may be thinking, I don't know anyone who's at the level I want to be at. The fact is, I didn't until 2020, right? At least not personally. A mentor doesn't have to be somebody that's down the street that you know personally, right? For the last 15 years, Grant Cardone has been my mentor, whether he knows it or not. And now I have his phone number. I've met him. I've met him in person, gone to his trainings, right? I've read just about every book he's put out there. I've done all of Cardone University. And now I'm learning from more of his other business partners and other billionaires all around the world, right? Those are my mentors, right? Brandon Dawson. Met him once, reading his book now. Now, some of you may think becoming a millionaire or billionaire isn't in the cards for you, isn't realistic. I'm here to tell you it is. There is over 1.3 new millionaires created on a regular basis. In 2021 alone, there was almost 2 million new millionaires. There's over 18 million millionaires in the U.S. right now. Most of them were just like every single one of us at one point. If you have the right vehicle, right mindset, the right mentor, and you surround yourself with like-minded people, positive and big thinkers like you, and you are willing to do whatever it takes to reach your goals, you're going to achieve them. Now, when I say willing to do whatever it takes, I mean everything. Firing your mother or your girlfriend because they cost you a client for showing up late to a meeting. I mean eating ramen noodles for months on end. I mean selling your car and driving a junker for a few years. I literally mean whatever it takes, right? The one thing I want to leave you guys with today is, if you didn't hear anything else that I told you, is you need to learn. Learn as much as you can from the right people, and eventually you can drop the L and earn. I appreciate your time today. I hope you guys enjoy these videos. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. There's a lot of things that you can learn, right? Now, some of you won't change or do anything different, right? And some of you will, and you're going to see success. My name's Shaheen Mazloom. I'm the founder and CEO of Versa Business Systems and the Versa Business Tips podcast. If you do own a business, I'd love to have you on our show. We are going to promote your business. We are going to talk about business, the things that you do well, the things you need help with, right? Feel free to follow me on social media. Ask me anything you want. I'm an open book. Thanks for letting me speak to you tonight and paying attention.